The Di2 group set costs $6,749. An Ultegra group set is $4,300 roundabout, and a 105 group set is $3,200. Alright, welcome back. Today we're going to be looking and taking a deep dive into the Shimano 105 Di2 group set that came out halfway through last year, I believe, so I think it's not even a year old. This is the first Di2 option for Shimano in the 105 range. It also is the first time that the Shimano have been completely mechanical free. They only do Di2 group sets now. So I've been lucky enough over the last 2 to 3 months when I've been riding the BNC to be actually able to test out and review at the same time the 105 group set. So I'm going to give you a little bit of pointers. We'll talk about the cost, the weight and everything, and then I will give you my honest review and whether I think you should buy it. So starting off, the looks of the group set, it looks exactly like an Ultegra one, and you got to take into consideration when Shimano make the group sets, they pretty much make Dura-Ace, Ultegra, and then 105, and then the Ultegra will kind of just grab all the stuff the old Dura-Ace had, and the Dura-Ace keeps going up steps, and as that goes up steps, everything kind of slowly grabs its way up as well. So now this has trickled down into a 12-speed wireless electronic group set as well, which is very, very impressive for a 105. And obviously the 12-speed group sets and the wireless components for Shimano on this have only been out for maybe 12 to 18 months. I probably had mine for 13 or 14 months, and I got it pretty much straight away, the Ultegra Di2. So this is fairly new technology from Shimano. So everything on it has to be fairly new, if you know what I mean. Like the shifters and the rear derailleur look exactly the same as Ultegra. The only bit that doesn't look like Ultegra or Dura-Ace, the front derailleur is a lot chunkier on the 105 model than it is on any of the other models, and I think that's your biggest weight penalty as well compared to the other components. If you compare all of the weights to the components, that's definitely the heaviest bit, other than the cranks are a lot heavier than the carbon Dura-Ace ones that we've got on my bike. Other than that, the ride feel, it absolutely, if you were to blindfold me and chuck me on an Ultegra Di2 bike and a 105 Di2 bike, it's just beautifully, like it's an absolutely amazing group set. Like there's nothing wrong with it at all. It's just probably almost just as fast. Maybe Ultegra's a little bit faster, but all of the stuff you can tune into and do it on the eTube app. The only gripe I have with the group set is that you can kind of feel the gear shifting a little bit, and that's purely just because of the rear cassette. The rear cassette is just a little bit junky. You can clearly see that it's made of a lesser metal than the Ultegra or the Dura-Ace ones. But other than that, the rest of the group set is beautiful and rides beautifully as well. Right, getting down to the nitty gritty, we're going to talk about the weight. So the 105 group set weighs 2,562 grams. The Ultegra group set weighs 2,349 grams, and a Dura-Ace group set weighs 2,058 grams. Those are all in the 12-speed Di2, including cranks, and obviously all disc brake ones, no rim brakes are included in that. So that's only between Ultegra and this 105, 213 grams you're saving. And it's closer to about half a kg, or just over half a kg between this and Dura-Ace Di2. But now let's talk about the price, because this is probably the biggest punchline of this whole video. A Dura-Ace 12-speed Di2 group set costs $6,749. An Ultegra group set is $4,300 roundabout, and a 105 group set is $3,200. So between 105 and Ultegra, you're looking at about $1,100. And between 105 and Dura-Ace, you're looking at $3,549. Pretty much double the price for half a kg. Now obviously a lot of people in the comments are going to be like, the 105 doesn't ride as nice and it hasn't got as many options, and that is probably the only downside. You can get this in a compact or a semi-compact, whereas Dura-Ace is the only one, and not even Ultegra now, is the only one that you can get the bigger gears on. Because obviously you've got 12 speed, so you've got 12 gears at the back, you end up having a bigger ratio. So you can get a 54-39 on the Dura-Ace, but you cannot get a 54 in the Ultegra chainrings and cranks. So a lot of people you'll see racing, like me, who want the 54 tooth, will end up doing a full Ultegra build and then going Dura-Ace for the cranks, just so they can have a little bit better gear ratios. But other than that, yeah, you're pretty much paying double the price for Dura-Ace or another $1,100 for Ultegra for 200 grams. Now the other obviously important thing for a group set, and probably arguably one of the most important things on your bike, is obviously being able to stop. So braking power and the braking surface. The calipers on this obviously aren't quite the quality of a Ultegra or a Dura-Ace. The Dura-Ace have a 4-piston, these have a 2-piston, and so does the Ultegra has a 2-piston. So clearly the braking on a Dura-Ace group set is far, far superior than an Ultegra or a 105 group set. But to be honest, if you know what you're doing and you're not doing alpine descents every single day, like the majority of people who ride bikes aren't doing those massive 1 hour long descents where you're going to be running out your rotors or your pads every time, it does brake very, very well. It doesn't brake any different to the Ultegra. It feels exactly the same. The shifters themselves feel exactly the same in the hand. Really, really comfortable. The new design and ergonomics of these 12-speed group sets, really, really rate them. They are really comfortable, really lovely to ride. But yeah, braking power, there's nothing wrong with it, and they're really, really good. If you are looking at this group set, I would advise going to an Ultegra rotor or a Dura-Ace rotor. I don't really like the 105 rotors. This is an Ultegra rotor. Not a massive fan of the 105 rotors. They just feel very flimsy. You can kind of hear them tinkering around. So two things that you want to upgrade would definitely be the rotors and potentially the cranks if you want bigger gears. But other than that, it's really, really good straight out the box. But yeah, that's quick initial thoughts and reviews on the 105 group set. Obviously, I've only ridden it. I've probably only jumped on this bike 6 or 7 times, but every time I've jumped on it, it's just seriously impressed me. I remember when it first came out, Taylor Gunman from Shimano New Zealand was like, Tom, you have to try out this group set. It is phenomenal for the price. And I would have to say, and I've put my money on it, this is the best money for quality group set on the market at the moment. Like if you're just getting into cycling, or if you're even on racing on a budget, like you can afford to skimp out on the group set. You're not really skimping out on anything. And then the other $1,100 or $1,200 or $2,000 you're saving, spend it on faster wheels and faster tires and stuff. There's better places to spend your money if you're on a budget riding than the group set. Like there's nothing wrong with racing on this 105. I would happily race on this 105 group set at all the big races. There's nothing wrong with it. It's a really, really sturdy and top quality group set. But yeah, that is the end of the video review on the 105 group set. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments below. And if you want me to make some more videos like brake testing, we can do like some downhill brake tests and stuff on the bike. Yeah, let me know in the comments below. But if you did enjoy this video and you want to see more, please give this video a thumbs up. Helps out the channel a lot. And subscribe to the channel if you are new.